Most of the best movies ever made don't need sequels. They're just awesome on their own. And a lot of times, sequels are really lazy. They're just made to make money and no other reason. But sometimes they're the best thing ever. They take the first one and enhance everything about it. So let's stop wasting time. Here are the 10 best part 2s ever. I'm talking direct sequels, the second one in a series, the actual second one. No spin-off, no nonsense, just straight up sequel, part 2s. Honorable mention for technicality, Empire Strikes Back. It is the second one made. It calls itself Episode 5. I'm not going to call it a Part 2, but you're damn right it'd be on the list. Number 10 is Terminator 2 Judgment Day. This movie is way too good, did not deserve to be anywhere near as good, because that first Terminator was awesome and conclusionary, and it ended the series right where it started, and it was really good and just wholesome. And it could just end right there. Perfect horror movie, no notes. That second one takes it, much like Aliens, and turns it into an action series. And how better to do that than to make him the protagonist against an even worse villain. The whole premise is just on its head. T2 works so well because you know how imposing and threatening that robot is from the first movie. So when he shows up in a friendly context, it is really, really weird and fun. And they play right into those tropes, too. They play totally into Edward Furlong's chemistry with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's just a lightning bottle capture of a sequel. It's just could not have been better. Number 9 is Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. You got Daniel Craig tearing it up in this character once again from the first movie. All the writing and charming direction and amazing, amazing cast performances are all back. Obviously, the cast is different, but the same charm and style and just that flavor of what this universe is and what it can do all returns in full form here. I really hate that the marketing department imposed the title A Knives Out Mystery because it really is just another story, another day in the life of Benoit Blanc. I love how much fun it has with what it is in the premise. I love how it just does not hold back at all. I still don't know which I prefer, if I like one or two better, but damn if they're not excellent films. And I'm so excited for Wake Up Dead Man. It's ridiculous. Number 8 is Dune 2. I knew it'd be good because Dune 1 rocked, and it's unbelievably good. This is beyond expectation. It's a damn near masterpiece. It's brilliant. It takes everything about Dune 1 and makes it better, brings the storylines to a natural conclusion. Tim Cham is in an Oscar-worthy performance. I'm shocked it wasn't nominated. I really wish it came out later in the year so that Oscar voters would give it more nominations, just like the first one did. But sadly, strikes prevented that whole situation from happening. But this movie deserves all the praise that it got and 10 times more praise than that. And you'll notice, if you take a look at the popcorn buckets behind me, that is the Dune 2 bucket. I got it for like $30, and now it's on eBay for like 200 or something crazy. So, you know, funny world. Number 7 is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Now, the previous sequels I've talked about so far are following up really, really great movies. And I like Captain America 1. I think it's a good, solid movie. But this is another level. This is the first example on this list of taking the original, which was like, all right and decent, and elevating it to a truly remarkable sequel to that movie. It just takes the Captain America title and turns it into a billion-dollar franchise because the movies are that good and are worth watching. Captain America: Brave New World got like a 50% Rotten Tomatoes. That's a great movie. It's my bucket for that movie right there. Can't even fit in the damn case. It's a really good movie, but it's not as good as Winter Soldier or Civil War. So in a lot of people's minds, it's a disappointment. All that reinforces the point of Winter Soldier is the movie that did that to that series. It's the movie that brought it up to the heights of excellent top-tier cinema. Not just great superhero movies, but a great movie. Number 6 is John Wick Chapter 2. You could throw a dart at the John Wick movies and you could call that one of the best part whatevers of what it is. It's an excellent series, does not let off the gas from the moment the camera starts rolling on part 1. It gives you just enough about how cool and interesting the world is, just enough about what John is as a character, what he is, what he wants, what he's doing, and why. Just enough of interesting supporting characters. The only criticism I have is that the supporting characters don't come back in future movies. I mean, Cassian's still alive. Ares probably lived after that. This is an excellent, excellent movie. And the ending, where he shoots him in the goddamn head, is so earned and so satisfying. But we, as an audience, know how hard that hits because we've watched 2 movies of consequences for when you break the Continental rules. You can't do that. That's not allowed. Now you're screwed. So it's just a really brilliant ending that's just like a like a final release of a build-up that the whole movie has been building to with John and this character. It's just really effective. It's really well written. And I don't need to talk about the stunt work or the action. Are you kidding me? It is some of the best action ever in cinema. I'm not exaggerating. Number 5 is Sherlock Holmes: A Game of Shadows. This one is not on other people's lists so much. People like the first one more. The second one is where it's at. It takes everything about the first one and enhances it. You got more compelling characters, deeper storylines, Sherlock doing a lot more of what he can be doing. Sherlock's future sight portrayed in more different ways, like with metaphorical ways where he's like cooking breakfast while fighting that guy at the beginning. And Moriarty, easily one of the best interpretations of the villain in movies or TV or ever. You know what? So I actually won at an auction something that I probably could have put this money towards, like, building for my future or investments, but I really wanted this. It is Professor Moriarty's book that was the prop used in that scene where Sherlock got Moriarty to sign his book. And that is Jared Harris's signature as Moriarty. I am the current owner of this prop from that film, and I'm going to put it right back into where it belongs because I don't have a good place to display it yet. Suffice to say that I love that movie. It's a 10 out of 10 from me. The third act is a chess battle that's like tugging right at my heartstrings, like, yes, please, more of that in cinema. This movie is very underrated. All I want in the world is for Guy Ritchie to get Downey Jr. and Jude Law back one more time for part 3. They so deserve a part 3. And 4 and 5 and 6, but really just make one more, goddammit. Number 4 is Spider-Man 2. There was a time where this was the best superhero movie of all time. Obviously, there's been 150 superhero movies since then. The goalposts have shifted quite a bit, but this is still a film that holds up remarkably. You watch any action scene from part 2, you're like, damn, this could be released today. It's better than most action scenes today and most Marvel films today. Crazy. Couple that with the fact that it's an excellent film. It's got great storytelling. It's got Peter dealing with a lot of different issues all at the same time, and they all influence each other, stemming back to his self-consciousness as being Spider-Man, trying to balance his life. It's so relatable with a lot of things, because I also fight crime in my spare time. But like with living your life, trying to pay your bills on time, trying to balance a relationship, that's it, just trying to live your life and do everything that you want to accomplish in life and keep everyone around you happy and satisfied, it's a burden sometimes. It comes easier to certain people and really difficult to those who don't know what the hell they're doing, which is most people. Some people have this as still their favorite Spider-Man movie. I personally would have this as the second best Spider-Man movie of all time. I put No Way Home on top, but this is right under that. It's like neck and neck. Number 3 is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I did a video recently about The Pallbearer, Matt Reeves' first film, and I said that he will do excellent things in time. This is the excellent thing that he will do in time. This is the best Planet of the Apes movie since the original. It took what Rise did and brought it to a level of, okay, this has gone from a great series to one of the best characters in film. Caesar. He's one of the most interesting, dynamic, complex. With very little words, Caesar emotes more than most human protagonists on screen. It's just insane to watch these movies, all 3 of them, and just really feel the presence of this character. What I love about this movie in context of the trilogy, Caesar's 1, 2, 3 story, is that in Rise, the humans were the protagonists and the apes were the villains. And in War, the third one, the apes are the protagonists and the humans are the villains. Dawn is the only one where it's a mix on both sides. Apes have Caesar, the pinnacle of good and moral, and then Koba, the pinnacle of evil and destruction. You have Jason Clarke's gang, which is all obviously like trying to be benevolent, but you also have Toby Kebbell's character, who's just an asshole. I love Toby Kebbell, the actor, but he causes so many problems in that fucking movie. It just keeps everything so gray morally, and I just love how it portrayed that story. I always look back on it as the highlight of the series. Number 2, and we're getting into some serious quality territory. Number 2 is a lot of people's number 1s, The Godfather Part 2. What am I supposed to say about The Godfather Part 2? It's a masterpiece. It's been 50 years of critics saying that it's a fucking masterpiece. Of course it's a masterpiece. It's everything the first one was and more, like literally and figuratively. It's a brilliant extension of that story. You get deeper into the characters, deeper into the motivations, deeper into the lore, the world. Everything this movie is doing, it does perfectly. to the point where everything that happens, every conclusion to every storyline, you're like, yep, that is a natural consequence. That would have happened if you paid attention to the first one. And I love how they took Marlon Brando in real life not showing up when he should have. He was going to play Vito in the dinner scene and then just straight up just did not show up on set. They took the absence of that actor and said, okay, what can we do with the ending of this movie now that we can't merge the storylines? They had him absent, which thematically totally reinforces everything about Michael's character. How everyone got up from the dinner table to go greet Vito at the door, but he stays behind. And if you watch those movies, those two movies together, you know exactly why, and you know everything running through his head at the same time. It is such a beautiful piece of cinema, that scene and the entire movie, and the entire series. I haven't seen part 3, but those two movies, they sure do rock. And now we get to number 1, which is the only part 2 that is better than Godfather Part 2. The Dark Knight. I said Spider-Man 2 was the best superhero movie of all time until I watched more movies. This is more movies. This is, in fact, the best superhero movie of all time. It is without question in my mind. It is not even close. It is the best sequel of all time to any film ever made. And it has the greatest performance of all time in Heath Ledger's Joker. Everything about Heath Ledger that people knew or thought about, where he's this rom-com leading man or supporting character who has like almost nothing to do in a lot of other movies, completely melts away. And you just get this force on screen that's driving every scene that it's in. There has been nothing like it since. All Jokers that have come before are so different, and Jokers that have come since are so different. It's not a bad thing. Joaquin Phoenix did a great job, but this is remarkable. And to top it off, the movie around it is a masterpiece, just as a bonus, as an aside. That scene in the interrogation room is one of the greatest scenes between two characters in any film ever made. And it's not even my favorite Christopher Nolan film, which is why he's the best director of all time. Very rarely is a movie this fucking good. That's my list. I obviously had to pare it down pretty far from what it used to be. With the exception of Glass Onion, I would say that you do have to watch the first one before watching any of these movies. But you don't necessarily have to. Like, you should to get more context and understanding, but some of the best part 2s of all time, like this list here, work on their own. Except maybe Dune 2, but that's worth it for it.